I never expected my vicious wife to be reborn too. But she has no idea I came back to. In our previous life, she was in a car crash while secretly meeting her first love. I operated on her first, leaving her unharmed. But her first love's legs were shattered because treatment came too late. He killed himself soon afterward. My wife hated me to the bone. She screamed that I had killed her first love. To get revenge, she tampered with my car. While taking my son to school, we both died in the crash. My wife lay on a stretcher, struggling to make me save her first love. Fang Yuan, don't save me. You have to save and land first. My wife stared at me fiercely. A strange light flashed in her eyes. It seemed she wanted to change the story this time around. I remembered my wife's venomous gaze in our past life. I remembered my son's anguished cries when we crashed. The memory cut me to the bone. My chest tightened as if a wild beast were roaring inside. Since she wanted to save her first love, I would grant her wish. I nodded, and she immediately filled with hope. She said in relief, "Wonderful. He can be saved." One saved and land. His broken legs were saved too. But my wife was not so fortunate because she missed the best treatment window. She lost an arm. When I entered the hospital room, my in-laws glared at me darkly. "Fang Yuan, have you lost your mind? Ryan is your wife. You left your own wife untreated and went to save someone else, instead of groveling to appease them as I once did." I answered without expression. Bai Ningbing told me to save and land first. You cannot blame me. Besides, she crashed while sneaking out to meet and land at midnight. I did not need to spell out the rest. My in-laws looked embarrassed and fell silent. Bai Ningbing lay in the hospital bed. She showed no sorrow over losing her arm. Instead, a smile played on her lips. "Mom, Dad, I am fine. I may have lost an arm, but I saved and Lan's life." I sneered inwardly at her words. She truly loved her first love. "Mom, Dad, Fang Yuan, since you are all here, I have something to announce." She spoke solemnly, looking at me. Then she said seriously, "Fang Yuan, once in Lan and I are discharged. Let's divorce." I looked at her coldly. This time, she had lost an arm and become disabled. Would wealthy heir in Lan still treasure her? I scoffed. I agreed almost without hesitation. I wanted to see whether every wish of hers would come true. My ready agreement stunned Bai Ningbing for a moment. Then she snapped at me angrily. "Fang Yuan, you agreed so quickly because you despise me for losing an arm, and Lam would never be as heartless as you. I knew divorcing you was the right decision." I nodded and said coldly, "I hope so." With that, I turned and left. I only heard her shout after me, "Just wait and see. Once I divorce you, and Lam will definitely marry me." A few days later, once Bai Ningbing could move around, she visited in Lan's room every day to care for him. I heard and Lan was deeply moved when he learned of it. He swore to Ningbing that he would treat her well from then on. Bai Ningbing was moved to tears. She even came to flaunt it before me, even though my co-workers whispered that she was shameless and never gave her a warm welcome. She did not care. My parents urged me to think more carefully for our son's sake. They said not to let Xiao lose his mother so easily, but I chose divorce without hesitation. The day we went to register the divorce, and Lan's driver brought them there, Bai Ningbing leaned into Lan's arms, smiling blissfully. "Fang Yuan, do you see? Without you, I can live a better life." She looked at me with utter triumph, eager to show off. I merely gave her a cold smile. That attitude unexpectedly enraged her. "Fang Yuan, if Lan had not been unable to marry me because of his family, I would never have married you out of spite. Did you really think a toad like you could ever have a swan like me?" I frowned at that ugly expression on her face. Suddenly, I found myself ridiculous. "Since you got what you wanted, then I wish you well." I could not be bothered arguing further, so I quietly left. But she believed her words had made me ashamed of myself and that I had slunk away in disgrace. Reports about Bai Ningbing began appearing online. They claimed she and Lan were each other's first loves when they were in the car crash. Bai Ningbing had insisted Lan be saved first. That was why she lost an arm. Online commenters called it a love story made in heaven. But Shang Xinci, the young woman in my office, was so furious she nearly threw her phone. "Love story made in heaven, my ass." They did not say one word about Bai Ningbing cheating during her marriage. After saying that furiously, she seemed to remember something. She looked at me awkwardly. "I am sorry, Dr. Fang. I was just too angry for a moment. I did not mean to bring it up." I looked at Shang Xinci's flushed cheeks and shook my head. It was all right. I knew Bai Ningbing had deliberately released those reports. Yet just days later, every online post about Bai Ningbing and Lam was completely erased. I saw Bai Ningbing again at a shopping mall. Shang Xinci said it was her father's birthday. She wanted to buy him a watch, but she knew nothing about watches, so she asked for my advice. I knew a little about them, and it was only a small favor. I agreed without a second thought. I never expected to run into Bai Ningbing and Lan there. They were inside a luxury handbag store. Bai Ningbing gazed at the handbags, her face filled with delight and fascination. She had always loved designer bags, but I was not a wealthy heir, and my means were limited. I could only buy her one on holidays. I came back to myself. Bai Ningbing excitedly tugged at Lan, coaxing sweetly, "Darling, buy me a few bags." As soon as she spoke, The sales staff looked her way. When they saw her empty sleeve, their expressions turned complicated. Even their looks toward Lan became knowing. And Lan looked displeased, clearly embarrassed. He subtly edged away from Bai Ningbing. Your arm is gone. Why carry a handbag? Do you not think it looks ugly? And Lan complained impatiently. Bai Ningbing went pale at once. She clearly had not expected such cruel words from him. But in Lan, I lost this arm saving you. Enough, stop. You keep saying that to guilt trip me. Did I ask you to do it? Besides, even if you had not made your ex-husband operate on me first, I might have been fine anyway. And Lan was utterly impatient. Bai Ningbing's eyes reddened. Large tears streamed down her face. She shook her head. That is not true. If I had not made Fang Yuan operate on you, they would have amputated both your legs, and you would have killed yourself. Seriously, Bai Ningbing. Are you insane? I am not buying that. You are only making me hate you more. Do not ever say you saved me again. Just hearing it leaves me speechless. And Lan clearly did not believe her. Of course, other than me, who had been reborn. Who would believe Bai Ningbing was telling the truth? Bai Ningbing choked on her words. She wept, tears streaking her delicate face. But without an arm, some of that beauty was gone. And Lan, I am sorry. It is my fault. I will not mention it again. She apologized to Lan humbly, but Lan only snorted coldly. He walked straight past us, without even noticing me. But when Bai Ningbing chased after him, she saw Shang Xinci and me standing there. She froze as if struck by lightning, then hurriedly wiped her face. When she looked at Shang Xinci beside me, her fear shifted to resentment, then rage. Her pitiful act from before vanished. She glared at me with vicious eyes instead. Fang Yuan, you really are a scumbag. How long have we even been divorced? And already fooling around with other women? Could it be that before we divorced, you were already cheating on me? I frowned at her accusation, but before I could speak, Shang Xinci pointed angrily at Bai Ningbing. She snapped. What nonsense are you talking about? Dr. Fang and I are completely innocent. Just because you cheated during your marriage does not mean you can falsely accuse everyone else. Besides, you and Dr. Fang are already divorced. Even if Dr. Fang and I had something between us, you would have no right to interfere. The young woman spoke fast and fiercely. In just a few words, she berated Bai Ningbing until her face turned pale. Bai Ningbing could not say a word back. Bai Ningbing gritted her teeth and glared at me. I nodded. She is right. Bai Ningbing, you should worry about yourself. Did you not keep saying Lan loved you? From what I saw, not so much. Only then did Bai Ningbing realize we had seen what happened earlier. She panicked at once. Fang Yuan, do not gloat. And Lan has just had a lot going on at work lately. He is only in a bad mood. He is usually so gentle with me. You are just jealous that I found a good man. It cannot be helped. And Lan is 1,000 times better than you. Bai Ningbing spat the words viciously, then hurried after him. Your ex-wife does not seem very bright. That man obviously cannot stand her. Shang Xinci clicked her tongue and shook her head. See, even a young woman can see it clearly. But she cannot. Maybe she understands. Maybe she just does not dare believe it. Dr. Fang, do not believe what your ex-wife said. No one with any sense would like a scumbag like Lan. He cannot compare to you at all. If it were me, I would definitely like someone like you. Shang Xinci suddenly said. Her cheeks turned bright red after she said it. I looked at her in surprise. I had to admit, those words made something inside me tremble. A corner of my heart long repressed was finally set free. After working nonstop for days, I finally had some time off. I planned to take Xiao Yi to the amusement park. Xiao Yi wore overalls, a little cap, and a beaming smile. My heart softened completely. But we had just gotten into the car and had not even started it when Shang Xinci called. Dr. Fang, I need your help urgently. I sent you an address. Get here quickly. Shang Xinci hung up as soon as she finished. She did not say what it was about. I quickly drove to the address she sent. The moment I arrived, I saw Shang Xinci waving at us. But she was not wearing work clothes today. She wore an aqua blue dress instead, with makeup that made her look radiant and beautiful. Dr. Fang, Xiao Yi, you are here too. Shang Xinci called out happily. I was just about to take him to the amusement park when you called. What is this about? Holding Xiao Yi's hand, Shang Xinci sighed helplessly. It is my dad. He wants to set me up on a blind date, so I had to ask Dr. Fang to be my shield. I was stunned. What was this girl thinking? I was a divorced man, and I had a child with me. Would that not make her father collapse from anger? Xiao Yi, come with your big sister. I will take you to eat something delicious. Xinci took Xiao Yi's hand and led him inside. I hurried in after them. I thought it would be a one-on-one blind date, but to my surprise, the venue was hosting an upscale banquet. Dr. Fang, find somewhere to sit and rest first. Have something to eat. When I need you, I will call you over. All right. Shang Xinci gave me a mischievous grin. She had already prepared food for Xiao Yi. Little foodie Xiao Yi was so happy. He had completely forgotten about the amusement park. He ate while playing with the toys on the table, grinning from ear to ear. Sitting there, I looked around. Shang Xinci stood arm in arm with her father, greeting guest. Only then did I realize her family was far from ordinary. Then I saw An Lan with a middle-aged couple, walking toward Shang Xinci and her father. I froze. I never expected An Lan to be here. President Shang, your Xinci is becoming more beautiful every day. I hear she is a doctor now, right? Yes. I told her not to take such exhausting work, but she would not listen. She insists her dream is to heal the sick and save lives. Our An Lan is the same. He is very compassionate. Whenever he has free time, he volunteers at the orphanage. I think Xinci and An Lan make quite a good match. The family's polite chatter reached my ears. I was utterly speechless. Shang Xinci was frowning too, clearly just as speechless. After all, we knew exactly what An Lan was really like. So Shang Xinci had brought me here today, not to help her fend off a blind date, but to let me watch this drama unfold. They had barely exchanged a few pleasantries when a security guard shouted, "Ma'am, you cannot come in. You do not have an invitation. Get out of my way. I am the An family's daughter-in-law, An Lan's fiancée. Why can I not enter?" It was Bai Ningbing's voice, filled with rage. Everyone turned to look. Bai Ningbing stormed in wearing a long-sleeved, floor-length dress. When everyone saw her empty sleeve, their expressions were a spectacle. Some looked sympathetic, some mocking, and others eager for a spectacle. The moment Bai Ningbing burst in, the An family looked utterly humiliated. Xiao looked up at Bai Ningbing. He looked at me innocently and said, "That looks like Mom, does it not?" My heart sank. "Do you miss Mom?" Xiao snorted. "I do not like Mom. She is a bad woman. She hits me whenever she feels like it. I like Grandpa, Grandma, and Dad." Then he went back to playing. I breathed a sigh of relief. Bai Ningbing, what are you doing? Is this a place you belong? Get out of here now. And Lang grabbed Bai Ningbing, trying to drag her outside. But Bai Ningbing wrenched herself free. She roared angrily, "And Lan, I gave up everything for you. I even lost an arm for you. How can you treat me like this? And now you want to marry another family behind my back." As Bai Ningbing spoke, she raised her empty sleeve for everyone to see. "Throw this humiliating madwoman out." And Lan's mother shouted darkly. And Lan's father pressed a hand to the throbbing vein in his forehead, furious. What is going on? Who is this disabled woman? Is she really the An family's future daughter-in-law? If so, that is utterly ridiculous. Marrying a disabled woman? They would become a laughingstock. Murmurs rose all around them, and Lan's face grew darker and darker. Suddenly enraged, he shoved Bai Ningbing to the ground. "Enough. Bai Ningbing, I have told you countless times. You lost your arm because of your own decision. It has nothing to do with me. I never begged you to give me that chance. I have had enough of you. During this time, I have spent over $1 million on you and your parents. That is enough money to buy your life. And do you have no idea who you are? Look at yourself, divorced, with a child, and missing an arm. You cannot even find a respectable job. Looking like this, do you think you deserve me? Do you deserve the An family?" And Lan's words drained every trace of color from Bai Ningbing's face. Bai Ningbing stared at An Lan in shock. Unwilling to accept it, she said, "But you told me before, no matter what I became, you would still love me. How can you look down on me? I only said that to play along. You actually believed them? If I truly loved you, I would have married you long ago." And Lan's words left Bai Ningbing unsteady. She collapsed onto the floor. She muttered to herself, "So it was all lies. All lies." I watched Bai Ningbing in her wretched state. A secret flicker of satisfaction rose in me. In both lives, she abandoned Xiao and me for one man. But now, she had ended up like this. All I could say was, she deserved it. Everyone around us was watching the spectacle, but Shang Xinci took President Shang by the arm and suddenly came over to me. "This is Dr. Fang Yuan, right?" President Shang said excitedly. I paused in surprise. Why was I suddenly being brought up now? Hearing my name, Bai Ningbing looked up in surprise. Her gaze was startled and conflicted. "Hello, President Shang." I could not care less about Bai Ningbing's stare. I politely shook President Shang's hand. "Everyone, let me introduce you. This is Fang Yuan, the youngest chief surgeon at our city hospital. His surgical skills are first-rate. He has even been featured in medical journals. He is my daughter's idol. He is who she aspires to be." After President Shang introduced me like that, the people around us looked at me with greater respect. I exchanged polite pleasantries. Bai Ningbing kept watching me with a conflicted look. I saw surprise and regret in her eyes. Perhaps she had only just realized that I, whom she considered worthless, was exceptional in my own field, but that no longer had anything to do with me. When An Lan saw President Shang introducing me, his expression changed. He had too many dirty secrets he feared would be exposed. He quickly took his parents and left. Bai Ningbing was also thrown out by security. After chatting with the guest for a while, as I was leaving, Shang Xinci looked a little embarrassed. "Dr. Fang, you do not blame me for bringing you here to watch this, do you?" Once I learned the An family wanted to marry into my family, I found Bai Ningbing's contact information and sent her the news. I guessed she would come make a scene. I looked at her and shook my head. I knew this young woman was standing up for me. Shang Xinci sighed in relief and saw Xiao and me off. As I drove home, a figure suddenly rushed out. Had I not braked in time, there would have been an accident. Fortunately, Xiao Yi was in his car seat. Otherwise, he could have been hurt too. Annoyed, I got out of the car with Xiao Yi. The figure ran over and dropped to her knees before me. Frowning, I finally saw that it was Bai Ningbing. Fang Yuan, I was wrong before. I was awful to you. I really was wrong. Please forgive me. With her only remaining hand, Bai Ningbing clutched the hem of my shirt, apologizing frantically. Xiao Yi backed away in fright. He hid behind me, and I hurried to comfort him, while glaring at Bai Ningbing. Fang Yuan, I really was wrong. I should never have made you save Lan first. He is a heartless bastard. Whenever she mentioned Lan, the tenderness had vanished from her eyes. They now held the same hatred she had for me in my past life. He dumped you, and now you remember me. Bai Ningbing, what do you take me for? A garbage dump? I looked at her coldly. All I felt for this woman now was disgust. Bai Ningbing's face went pale. No, it is not like that, Fang Yuan. I am a victim too. That scumbag fooled me with sweet words. But I never hurt you. Please forgive me. I scoffed. You actually dare say you never hurt me? Was cheating on me during our marriage not hurting me? For another man, you got Xiao Yi and me killed in our past life. In this life, you abandoned your husband and child. Is that not harm? Do you think I would forgive you? I sneered at her, and she trembled all over in fear. She stared at me in disbelief and said, so, you were reborn too. Then why? Why did you save Lan first? Did you not keep blaming me for Lan's death in our past life? This life, I gave you exactly what you wanted. Bai Ningbing, you brought all of this on yourself. Bai Ningbing burst into anguished tears. I was wrong. I thought he truly loved me. I never knew he was lying to me. Besides me, he had other women. I lost my arm for him. Yet he despises me for being crippled. What? Are you saying this to win my sympathy? I looked at her with bitter amusement. But you used to treat me so well. You loved me so much. Can you not forgive me just once? If you are willing to forgive me, I swear I will stay by your and Xiao Yi's side and care for you both. After all, I am Xiao Yi's mother. After saying that, she reached for Xiao Yi. Xiao Yi screamed in terror. Go away. I do not like mom. I do not like mom. Bai Ningbing's hand froze awkwardly in midair. I did treat you well before. I handed over most of my salary to you. But other than spending it on food, fun, and luxuries, you used it to support your parents. I saved my spending money for a year to buy you a designer handbag. You looked down on me for being poor and shabby. You said it was not even as good as a casual gift from your ex-boyfriend. On my birthday, I wanted to celebrate with you. You said you had something to do and could not come home. Thinking back, what could it possibly have been? You were probably with Lan. Bai Ningbing, there have been far too many things like that disappointed me. What makes you think I would keep loving you? And Lan looks down on your family and your disability. He looks down on you for being incapable. Why do you think I, who no longer love you, would not look down on you too? Bai Ningbing, there is no turning back for you. No one will catch you when you fall. I said everything that had been in my heart. My voice was exceptionally cold. Upon hearing this, Bai Ningbing collapsed to the ground and wailed. I ignored her and took Xiao Yi home. I rejected Bai Ningbing, but Bai Ningbing clung to me like a madwoman. Several times, she suddenly rushed out to block my car. I nearly got hurt because of her. To avoid her, I simply began taking the subway to work. But she still would not give up. She even knelt outside our hospital. There were already many people coming and going at the hospital. Patients thought something had gone wrong at the hospital to cause such a scene. Curious people asked Bai Ningbing whether she was in trouble. She said nothing else. She only demanded to see me by name. I truly never imagined someone once so proud could become this shameless. Shang Xinci kept clicking her tongue in anger. She cursed Bai Ningbing, asking if she had lost her mind. The hospital director had always been close to me. He knew about what had happened between Bai Ningbing and me. When he called me into his office, he sighed repeatedly. Fang Yuan, I know you did nothing wrong, but with Bai Ningbing causing this scene, the patients are all terrified. They think there's a problem with our hospital. Some busybody even posted a video of Bai Ningbing kneeling outside our hospital online. Netizens who do not know the truth attack our hospital every day. Director, do not worry. I will find a solution. With a deep frown, I proposed taking temporary leave. The director agreed. I thought that if I stopped going to the hospital, Bai Ningbing would not keep kneeling outside it every day. But things did not go as I hoped. Even while I was on leave, Bai Ningbing kept kneeling there, rain or shine. At last, she caught the attention of a major online influencer. Someone interviewed her. Almost overnight, Bai Ningbing became a trending topic. She was everywhere on short video feeds. The videos portrayed Bai Ningbing as a housewife who lost an arm in a tragic car accident. Her doctor husband had heartlessly divorced her. She had supposedly been forced to agree. But after the divorce, she still missed her husband and child. That was why she knelt outside the hospital, begging her husband to take her back. I was furious when I saw those reports, but in less than an hour, someone dug up my personal information, along with my parents and Xiao Yi's. Netizens viciously condemned me as a modern-day heartless husband. Many netizens comforted Bai Ningbing, saying she was still beautiful despite losing a hand. And